Hello. So, hello. Okay, so, um, wow, this is interesting. Um, so this is on an iPad. So I do not own this iPad. I'm borrowing it from my sister for a couple months, and I was gonna do this live stream on my laptop like I usually do, but uh, I mean, it's easier on my laptop, but the thing is, I have to set up a lot of things when I'm doing it on my laptop, and so then the thought just crossed my mind. I just got this iPad recently for my sister. How about I just try to do the live stream on an iPad? And so here I am. And so I had to um, learn some things about it, but it seemed like it's okay. So I'm a little bit surprised about the camera quality. I don't know how old this iPad is, but I'm a little bit surprised the camera's like I mean it's whatever, it's just not as good as my laptop or even my phone, but yeah, it's interesting. But there is a button here that actually puts a filter over my face, and so I said I wanted to um like not look like I'm tired, but I am tired. That's the thing. And so I wanted to try to make myself look better, but it's it's not gonna happen. So here I am, and so I was just very surprised when I just found this button, like right when this live started, and then I just found that button. I'm like, oh my gosh, cool. So there are things that you can do on a mobile device that you can't do on a laptop when you're streaming on YouTube. So that's interesting. But anyways, I know long time no see. Long time no see. So this is really, 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 really. I'm forgetting my English words. Like, what's the word for that? Really? I guess it's really long time no see, but I thought there was like another word to describe it better. But it's okay. So let me check if it's all okay. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure, but just check just in case. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wow. Okay. Okay. Wow. Wow. Actually, on my phone, the quality looks okay. It looks a bit different on my phone. Wow. Okay. Okay. I think I should like move it. 1 second. Wow. Well, and okay. So I'm looking on the iPad of like the quality. I was thinking was not that good, but on my phone it's actually not bad. I'm surprised. Wow. Okay. Okay. So I think this is okay. Interesting. Wow. Okay. Well, live is up and running, and then that thankfully I did do that so that I know how it looks, and so great. It's working all good. Wow. Again, this is just new things to do. But anyways, I'm just borrowing this iPad, so let's make the best of it while I have it before I have to give it back to my sister. So 1 second. 1 second. Okay. 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 So, first off, today's April 18th, 2025. This is my first live stream of the new year. I know it's been 4 months into the new year, but this is the first live stream I'm doing. And April 18th is my birthday, so happy birthday to me and to anyone else that can celebrate with me at this time. But I cannot do this live stream for a long time, but I say that, but usually it ends up being a long time. But but the thing is, I sadly have been sick all this week, and so the thing is, my sickness started this past Sunday, and so now it's Friday, and sadly I'm still a bit sick. But I'm trying to focus on the positive that I feel like I am getting better. So I thought today, given it's my birthday, I really felt like I wasn't getting better, and I was like, okay, maybe I need to like go see the doctor about this, but I can't really pinpoint what exactly my sickness is. But but I think because I rested a lot today and just try to like just focus on healthy stuff. I don't know. I was just trying to focus on things that I know is good for my body. So I just try to focus on things like that. And I think today I'm feeling okay, which is good. Yeah. So yeah, but I'm still not feeling 100% yet. I think I feel like 80% right now. So with the remaining 20%, I hope that I'll get better soon. So wish me luck on that. But anyways, but let's focus on the positive. That is my birthday. Even though sadly this is one of the most low-key birthdays ever, since sadly I'm sick, but it's okay. So I just wanted to commemorate the day with having to do a YouTube live because I should. I was tempted to not do it in all honesty. So I was tempted like I'm still not feeling great, and then there's just so much setup I have to do for a YouTube live. But then when I realized I could do this on an iPad, that made me think, oh okay, so maybe I could do it. It's not too bad. And so yeah, so thankfully I'm able to do it. And yeah, it's just I've been celebrating my birthday with you guys every single year since I started this YouTube channel, and it's very unfortunate I haven't been able to do much on my YouTube channel for a while. And last year I even started the podcast, but it sadly stopped because last year was just really tough on me. And so into this year, um, I'm still busy. I still had to do a lot of stuff, and I was thankfully not getting sick, but then just suddenly I got sick now right before my birthday. And so I don't know. It's hard to prevent getting sick. I think it's just inevitable. We can always try our best, but sadly, just eventually you could get sick. But I feel like this could have been preventable, but but it's really hard to like predict. Yeah, that what did I do that made me sick, right? So it's just I can only do my best. And yeah, it just really sucks because I thought this sickness would only last like a day or two. I really was thinking it's not that serious, but I guess my body is like slower at healing. I don't know, but I wonder maybe my sickness was actually worse than I thought, but it's okay. It's okay. The most important thing to take from this, I am feeling better. Just sadly not well enough yet on my birthday, but I am slowly getting better. And I have to get back to my normal life routine because I'm so behind on so much stuff because of me getting sick this week. But let's not think about that. Okay, so excuse me. Oh my gosh. So sorry. So, focusing on positive stuff, and then I'll deal with my life stuff once I'm healed from my sickness, which is more important. I need to make sure that I don't get worse and I don't get sick again. So, anyways, all that aside, today's my birthday. So, what do I plan for today? I was planning to do something, in all honesty. I was planning to do something because it's my birthday, but I couldn't have any energy or time to prepare anything. So, this is just chatting, catching up, and what is going on. But honestly, there's not really a lot that I can update because the things in my personal life I can't tell you guys. So what exactly can I tell you guys? That's okay. Hmm. Well. Hi, girlfriend. Okay, so 1 second. So let me finish my thoughts. So let me think of what I'm able to update without saying the super personal stuff in my life. But I still hope I could tell you guys some things later. But I just have to ask like people for permission if I could talk about it publicly. And so anyways, so how has my life been since I last talked with you guys? Oh my gosh. I mean, every single day feels like a second. So first, I can still remember when I did the live stream with you guys of ending 2023 and starting 2024. I can still remember that like it was yesterday, but that was almost 1.5 years ago that I did that live stream. What the heck? It felt like a second ago that I did that. So life slash time, just time in general, is going so fast these days. And yeah, and I just can't, I don't have good memory of what's going on because so many things keep happening crazily. And so I had these plans for 2024, and sadly none of it happened. So I've come to the conclusion that I can't really make plans in my life because life will always take over my plans. So just I have to live every day like one day at a time. That's how I feel like I should do, because planning things, it always goes down the drain. But it's okay. It's okay. And so how I'm dealing with things one day at a time, it's been okay. It's been okay. I have to enjoy every day while I have it. I have to do my best with all the days when I can, and and most importantly, I really do want to accomplish my goals at least. So even though I'm no longer gonna plan things out because it never happens, but I at least still do have goals that I want to achieve. So every day, what I'm doing in my life, I hope it can take me closer to those goals as well. So I think that's mainly how I'm doing in my life, and business is going fine. I mean, I don't know how to describe it. Like I always think at some point my business will slow down, but I feel like it has slowed down, but not really at the same time. So it's very confusing. And so I always feel busy, but I don't feel like I'm work busy. I just feel like life is just always busy for me. So I have work I gotta do, and then I have personal stuff I gotta do. And in the midst of my personal stuff, when I get sick, that delays a lot of things again. So it's been like that kind of cycle, I guess. I always feel like I'm behind because something happens in my life that delays me from doing something, and then it's like that kind of cycle. And so I'm hoping I can break out of the cycle and finally get all the things done that I want to get done and accomplish the goals that I want to accomplish. And yeah, I think that's basically the update on my life, how I've been. It's been this cycle, and I haven't been able to be like, what's the word? I haven't reached the point where I feel like finally everything is okay, which is crazy to say, right? Because it's been almost 2 years, I guess, of me being this way. I feel like so. So yeah. So I'm hoping at some point things will finally be okay, and I can see you guys more often. You guys can see me do other things that I want to accomplish and things like that. So that's basically the update about me, and nothing interesting, sadly, to tell you guys. Like, am I getting married? No. Am I pregnant? No. um those crazy like updates. No, I have no crazy updates like that. I wish, though. I love to bring some kind of exciting news, but no. Just my life has been in this constant cycle, and you guys haven't seen me often because I've been in this cycle, and I haven't been able to finish this cycle, I guess. And yeah, this cycle has been going on with me for a very long time, and I really hope I can see you guys soon once I am done with this thing I'm in. Yeah. Yeah. And so hello. Now, I unfortunately, okay. I thought the comments went away forever, but no, I found them. Okay, hello, Lou. Okay, but they do go away slowly, so I should read them when I see them. Okay. So Lulu says hi. Thank you, girlfriend. She tells me happy birthday and happy Easter. You too. For anyone that celebrates Easter, I know it's not celebrated in a lot of countries, but yes, I do like Easter, and Easter is this Sunday. So wow. And so yeah, you too. And she says, I'm on a train back to Toronto from another city. Missed your Insta live. No worries, no worries. So you're busy today. All right. I assume doing some kind of work thing, but you have fun traveling. And if while traveling you can join me on this YouTube stream, is really exciting. That's really exciting. But when I did that Insta live earlier today, most of you guys were at nighttime, so I was thinking I wouldn't be able to see most of you guys, but it's all good. It's all good. You can always see these things on replay as always. So no worries, no worries. Okay, how do I see that? Okay. And then Lulu asked me, how was your trip? So many people are sick. It seems with the temperature going up and down like a roller coaster. Snow in April is so wrong. Wow. So So the thing is, I have been hearing K-pop singers getting sick these days, and I think that's quite normal when it's the changing of the seasons from cold to warm. I mean, it's not hot right now, but it's slowly coming out of cold. We were in super cold weather, and now it's getting warmer. And there are many people that would easily get sick with the changing temperatures. Now, for me, I normally don't get sick like that, but I usually just get allergies with the changing seasons, like whatever flower tree is blooming. I still don't know what exactly makes me allergic, but one of the things that blooms gives me allergies, but I have allergy medicine for it, so I've been okay with that. But then, but I still have allergies, of course. Um, but then the thing that got me sick this week that so I'm still not sure what caused it, but it wasn't from temperature change. Um I think I don't know if this is no. Why should I say if I'm not sure about? But basically I feel like I did something that got me sick, and this was something that I didn't think would ever get me sick, but I think I sadly did something that got me sick. And so after doing that, and I thought surely it's not going to be serious, I can recover from it easily, but it ended up being more serious than I thought. So that just but there's no way to prevent it. Like I just can't believe like something so simple like that could get me sick. So but again, I still am not sure if that really got me sick, but it's just that's my best guess from now, because ever since I did that, that's when I started getting sick. But I don't want to assume anything. So just yeah, so it's just my best guess for now, and how to prevent this is that I need to be really really careful. It's just I have to be really really careful with anything that I do, and just make sure that it doesn't get me sick. So that's my best guess of what happened to me. Yeah, yeah, but the changing of the seasons usually doesn't get me sick. I think I sadly just got bad luck this week. Something I did got me sick. That's it. But it seems my body is slowly healing from it, and that's the best I can ask for. Yeah, but all good. And then Lulu asked me how was my trip. So I went to Hawaii. That's what she's talking about. I went to Hawaii the first week of April. It was interesting. So it was my first time going to Hawaii, and I don't know. I can't say it was anything amazing, but I think I am super picky. So don't take my review too hard, because I know many people would say they love going to Hawaii, and they would recommend it, and I'm sure to each their own, right, of how they feel about Hawaii. But for me personally, I'm good just going this one time, but I did not get the feeling of like, wow, I really want to come back to Hawaii again. No, I didn't get that feeling at all. But I'm okay to go to Hawaii again if someone wants me to go with them to Hawaii. So that's the only reason I went to Hawaii this time, is that my sister asked me if I can go with her, and I'm like, yeah, I guess I can. And I always wanted to go to Hawaii anyway, and so just all because of her, that's why I went to Hawaii. And so yeah, but we had an okay time. I think we had an okay time. Um Yeah, we had an, we had an okay time. I mean, I enjoy spending time with my sister, like because she's my sister. So it was fine. But Hawaii, I can't say I can't say there's anything I could recommend about it. It's just another American city to experience. It's more tropical. Other than that, it's nothing much I can say about it. Like, they had some special food there, and I was just still kind of like, I don't know, there's nothing too special in my opinion. So I think that's the only thing to say. Yeah, but again, don't take my review to heart. I might be super picky, but I really can never say it's worth going to Hawaii. But I think it's fine to go at least once in your life. That's what I think. Of course, at least once in your life, but seriously, go in with low expectations. Yeah, which I did. I did go in with low expectations, but I was just still really surprised. It's like, wow, this feels like just a regular American city. Yeah, but given I grew up in America, maybe that's why I feel this way, but it seriously just felt like any other American city, just more tourism. It's tropical. The beach was nice, I guess, but I mean, I mean, usually beaches are nice. That's what I mean. But I mean, Hawaii Beach is nice though. It is, and just, but I'm like, aren't all beaches nice? But anyways, yeah, yeah. So that's all my opinion on it. Yeah. And I have to make sure I read the chat before they disappear. Okay. Okay, Stephanie. Wow, you've been long time no see. She says happy birthday. Thank you. You've been gone, but but she still had to see me on my birthday. You're so sweet. So any of you guys that are busy right now and able to join me right now, you're so sweet. So thank you so much. A long time no see, and happy to see you guys to celebrate on another year on my birthday. So thanks, you guys. Um, okay. And then Lulu says hi, Stephanie. And then Stephanie says hi, Lulu, and she also says happy Easter. Angela, long time no see. Happy to see you. How are you? And then Lulu says hi. And then Lulu asked me, did my niece go as well? So I can't remember if I mentioned this, but I can't say much about my niece because I have to keep her anonymous. So yeah. Sadly, that's all I can say. I think that's all I can say. Yeah, because I do have to keep her anonymous. Like there are so many things about my niece that I wish I can say, but I can't. And so that's all I can say on that for now. That's it. Yeah, but it's okay. It's okay. So maybe if later, if I'm allowed to say more, I'll let you guys know. But that's it. But I can let you guys know that I went to USA for Christmas and New Year's this past Christmas and New Year's. So I don't think I told you guys that. So I went to San Francisco, my hometown. So I hung out with my family and stuff. And so I hung out with my niece then. And at that time, she was, yeah, she's like, how many months was she? I think 20 months. So she's almost 2 years old. But she at that time a little under 2 years old. So she's not talking yet, but she can say a couple words. And she doesn't. I don't think she understands the concept of who her family is, except her mom and dad, and that's okay. And so she sees me and she just thinks I'm just a regular person, but I don't think she sees me as like, oh, you're part of my family, you know. But I think she's okay with me. I think she's okay with me, but she's still so young, and I don't know if she'll remember me. Um, but yeah, but she's super cute. She's super cute. And I think she's pretty smart for her age. I think, but I don't know. I can't say I've hung out with babies her age often, but I feel like she's pretty smart. And I honestly hope that I can teach her Korean, but I don't know. I don't know if I can. But that's always a goal of mine with any baby relatives, if I can try and teach them Korean. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, but then yeah, so I hung out at that time with family, which I thought was cool because I haven't been in America for Christmas and New Year's in a very, very long time, so I thought that was really cool. But then I'm going back to USA this summer. I know what's going on with me. It's just things happen. Things happen, and I'm going to USA again this summer, but I will be in USA for quite a long time. So if I could see you guys when I'm in USA time zone, that would be very exciting. But I don't know. I don't know if I could because I thought no, who knows? Who knows? Because I will be there for quite a long time. So maybe this summer I can see you guys when I'm in the USA would be cool. I hope so. So yeah, yeah. um, Lulu says no problem. Best to leave her off social media. Yes, yes, yes. You get me, girlfriend. So yeah, yeah. So regardless, I cannot post her photos. I did at first, but then turned out I shouldn't, and so I can't show any photos of her, and also like talking about her, just I have to keep her as anonymous as possible. But until one day, if maybe I can talk more about her, I'll let you guys know. But for now, just very vaguely things about her. But she's a cool baby. She is, and I'm so curious how she's gonna be as she gets older. But I also can't imagine how she's gonna be as a teenager. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know. But time is so fast. People grow up fast. We're all growing up so fast. I mean, you guys know how old I am. Like, I don't want to say my age anymore. At this point, I feel weird saying my age. And so if you guys have followed me, you guys know how old I am. But I am now officially in my mid 30s, basically. I mean, technically, I have been in my mid 30s for a while, but I feel like this is like more official. I'm in my mid 30s. And how do I feel at this point in my life? In my mid 30s? I don't know. I don't know, because it's really daunting to think I'm gonna be 40 soon. And then once I'm 40, I'm gonna be 50 soon. And I don't know. But then again, I know some of you guys are older than me, and so you're probably thinking like, like I'm still young, which of course I am. So of course I'm still young, and I don't know if you guys have been through your 30s before. Most likely you guys can relate with me on how I'm feeling, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So I feel like ever since I've hit my mid 30s, I've just been thinking a lot and just what exactly do I feel okay um going with how my life is going. But I can't say I can really do anything about my life. Like, so I've always had the hope that I would be married by my late 20s. That was always the hope of mine. Thinking surely I would meet the guy I want to marry by the time I'm in my late 20s. I hoped, but sadly it's not happening. So with my hope now gone of like what I wish could have happened but it didn't. But the thing is, like, who knows if I would have been happy if I did get married in my late 20s. We don't know. So the thing is, instead of getting married in my late 20s, I actually started my K-shopper business in my late 20s. So when I think about it that way, do I wish I was married instead or started this business instead? I go back and forth on it, in all honesty. So I'm still really glad I made this company and this is now my full-time job, because I was definitely not happy with previous jobs I've had. So I'm still very grateful for this. But I guess ideally, I wish could have happened is that I started my own business in my late 20s and I already met the guy that I'm gonna marry. I wish. So that's the ideal situations, that I already have set foot in the career and job I want to be, and I've already met my future husband. If only, if only, right? But sadly, life can never be perfect. So I am wishing for something that is really too perfect, right? That would have been too perfect if that happened, right? So instead, I was able to start my own business, and I'm really grateful that it's been doing well for me. I still can't believe that, and so that's still really cool that I've been able to do this ever since my late 20s. But now I'm in my mid 30s, and I'm still glad to be working and able to take care of myself like this. But am I really, really okay that at this point I'm most likely not going to get married? I don't know. I don't know. So I just think about that. But I'm also trying to think that getting married is not a necessity. It's never a necessity, but I just would like to experience it. I've always had this thought ever since I was young. Like, just everyone, it's just part of life. Like, you see lots of people who are married and have kids, and so I just see that as like a future that I wish I could experience too. So that's just always what I've been through when I was young. But definitely it's not a necessity. So anyone out there who feels like they have to get married, or they feel like life is not worth it if you don't get married, of course not. Of course not. So I hope no one ever thinks that way. And so just I'm saying from my personal point of view, I've always looked forward to it, and I hoped that I would find the right guy to get married. But now I see is most likely not going to happen. But and so as I think about it more this way, like, how can I go about being okay of never getting married? Hmm. I mean, being single is so comfortable. If any of you guys like can relate with me, any of you guys who are still single or are married, if you guys want to give your thoughts about it. But being single is very nice. I'm not attached to anyone. I don't have someone that I have to think about or take care of all the time. So it definitely has pros and cons of being single and then being married, of course. But I can't say on the marriage front, like, is that really better than being single? But I can just imagine, like, it's nice to be with someone that you really like and that you trust and can live together and stuff like that. I imagine that's nice, but again, I've never experienced this, so I can't really say. But I'm just imagining maybe that has a different perspective. But at least how I could say of being single for most of my life, it's very freeing, and I do enjoy that. I can do whatever I want, and I do enjoy that. I've always had like a very independent side about me. So that's really the best thing about it. Except except I just think, though, it would be nice to live another part of my life with someone. Since I've been single for so long, I just think, it would be nice for a change. So I think about that. Except I always think, though, what if that is not better for me? But we don't know until I experience it, right? So we don't know. So I just think about it back and forth. What is really the best mindset that I should have about it? But yeah. So I am just taking it one day at a time, and I am not like taking effort or like forcing myself to go out there to try to find the guy that I want to marry, because it is also my fault in some sense, is that I do have really high standards. Like I I mean, I can't say it's too high, but definitely I don't want to marry the wrong person. I definitely would be more devastated of marrying the wrong person than being single the rest of my life. So um I really don't want to get married unless I really feel very sure about him. And yeah, so I know that's not easy, and so maybe that's why I've been single for so long. And I think that's something I have to accept, that I've never met or found a guy that I've ever seen can meet my standard of wanting to marry him. So that's that. And I think I'm slowly accepting it slowly. I mean, you guys will always hear me talk about it. In all honesty, I think you guys will, because it's always something that always comes to my mind every time when I think about my age. Unfortunately, it just is, because I'm now in my mid 30s. I wouldn't think this way if I was younger. I don't think so. I don't think I did, but I would always be on the lookout of like, man, I wish I could find the guy who I want to marry. But now that I'm in my mid 30s, and that window of getting married and having kids is closing in, so I'm just like, I guess it's really not gonna happen for me. So yeah, so I just have it in my mind that way. And yeah, any of you guys wanna give me advice or anything, I welcome it. And um yeah. So anyways, into my mid 30s now, into my birthday. I just wanna live each day to the fullest, and also not be sick. I think more than getting married, I really hope I don't get sick anymore. I think that's really the best thing, because if I get married and I end up being sick every single day, that's not good. So I wouldn't like that. So more than anything, I just want to be healthy. I think that's now top priority in my life. So I think that also makes me feel better. It's like marriage is not everything, because I'd rather live a happy, healthy life with no issues in my health, and just live it to the fullest. And if I end up not getting married, that's totally fine, as long as I have my healthy life. So I think about that there are definitely things I prioritize more than getting married. So I need to remind myself about that more. Okay. Let me read your comments before they disappear. 1 second. Um, Stephanie says nieces are adorable. She loves her two nieces. That's so sweet. That's so sweet. For now, I only have one niece, or I think my cousins have kids, but I'm not close with them. But anyways, yeah. So at least this one niece, I'm closest with. It's only one for now. For now, who knows more down the line? But I agree, they're so adorable. But I also wish they can be babies forever. But of course not. But I look forward to see how she'll be when she's older, because her personality is very interesting. Again, I can't tell you how I'm related to my niece, but I see some things in her that reminds me of me. But of course, not a lot. She of course would copy her parents more, but I do think sometimes, if some of my personality is in her, which I do think is very interesting. So we can only see later when she gets older. So we'll see. Lulu says, I find that not having a relationship is better than being in one relationship after another. Lulu, that is interesting to hear. She says it's better to do your own thing, and marriage takes a lot of serious review with your partner. That is too true. That's true, too true. I mean, Lulu, I don't know if you. I know, no. Don't tell me your dating history if you don't want to. But she just makes an excellent point. That's so true. So yeah, so when I think about that, if I did meet the guy that I want to marry, and we end up getting married, of course that would take so much time and effort of building the relationship and trusting each other and living with each other. So I can imagine that would just totally take up my life if that did happen to me, right? So since that didn't happen to me, I don't have that experience yet, but maybe I'm not meant to have that experience. But definitely marriage takes a lot of work, and I think the only reason why I wish to experience it is just because I just think would be interesting to experience. But again, I don't know really. I'm cut out for it. We don't know. Yeah, we don't know. Yeah, so who knows if maybe this is meant to be that I'm not supposed to get married, right? But we don't know, right? We don't know. Um, but I would like to at least meet the guy. No, would I? So that's the thing. What if like I'm 50 and then I meet the guy where I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I could have met you 20 years ago, you know? So I don't know how I would feel if I meet him when I'm 50. So yeah, so I think that is what bothers me the most is that in this window I have right now, if I don't meet him in this window, then I don't want to ever meet him. You guys get me? But yeah, no, even if I meet him in my when I'm 50, I'm like, oh, I guess it just wasn't meant to be. I guess I'll just treat it that way. It's like I'm glad to finally meet you, um, at this time, but sadly it just wasn't meant to be. I think that's just how I would go about it. Yeah. Because there's nothing we can do. I don't know where he is. He doesn't know where I am. Right? So it's just yeah, it's just the way it is. Yeah, yeah. And so, as I think about most likely of not getting married, that I should just take care of myself, which I should. Like not get sick anymore, So like I just focus on myself, just making sure that I do everything that I need to do and health wise and accomplish these goals that I have and and that's okay and that's okay and even if I don't have my own family, at least I have my extended family that helped me experience it, like a baby niece. I never thought I would experience a baby um this close to me, and so I feel like I already have that experience with her. But of course it's still not the same. I'm not her parent, of course, but I still feel like it's been an interesting experience just having a relationship with a baby now, and then I'm gonna see her grow up. So I at least have that experience is good enough for me to yeah, yeah. So I just have to think about the things that I have now and appreciating it, and whatever happens in the future, it is what it is. Yeah, so this is my pep talk to myself, but thank you to you guys helping me through my pep talk. Yeah, yeah. So anyways, um um Lulu says, don't get married for others. Got that right. Marry because you both want to. Take your time to find that right person. You got that right. I say that to everyone else here as well. Like, never get married for others is too true. Um, yeah, and take your time to find that right person. I've always think that way. Um, I always think that way, but it just makes me just feel a little bit sad. I still haven't met the right person in my mid 30s, but it's okay. It's okay. So I'd rather just accept I'm probably never gonna meet him, and that's better. Yeah, and I have other people in my life that I care about too, and I'm fine to just move on this. So yeah, so that's how I've been trying to deal with it of accepting that I'm most likely not gonna get married. Yeah, but I'm so sorry to keep talking about this, but it's I can't help it as well because my friends around me, which I'm still so happy to hear, like I never thought she, like, one of my friends was gonna get married, but she ended up finding the guy that she wants to marry last year, and I'm just like, that's so crazy. And then this year she's getting married, and I'm like, wow, that's so crazy. But I mean, you could find the right guy at any moment, right? And so I'm so happy for her that she found the right guy and she's getting married, but I can't help but feel jealous at the same time. It's like, man, I wish I could be her, like be able to go through this life like that. But at the same time, am I really ready for marriage? If I did find the right guy last year and then I'm getting married this year, am I really gonna be ready for it? I don't know. I don't know. And then my friend, I wonder, is she ready? But I talk with her I talked with her briefly about how she feels about it, but she feels like she feels good about it, and she really likes this guy. Um, yeah, yeah. But yeah, anything can happen at any moment, and I wonder if I'm ever gonna get that moment. But I still always second guess myself. It's like, do I really? Am I really ready to get married? Am I? Like I wish to be, but I don't know if honestly am I really ready. So I always think back and forth like that. And so yeah, so then when I see the people around me also like getting married or having kids, and I'm like, yeah, I can't help but be jealous. I'm so happy for them, but I can't help but be like, man, when is my time gonna happen? Or is my time never gonna happen? So it's just lots of things I gotta think about. Anyways, well thanks Lou for all your advice. Stephanie says, "Yeah, I've never been in a relationship, so there's no advice I can that she can give me. That's okay. That's okay. Wow. Well, and that's up to you. That you're okay with your I don't know, but I know that Stephanie is younger than me. I'm pretty sure she is. So I feel like if you're not ready to be in a relationship, that's all good. And then if even later, once you get to my age, if you still don't want to be in a relationship, that's good too. So not only, as I just mentioned, I have a friend who's getting married soon. I have lots of friends who don't want to get married. Like I really want to talk to them more about it, but they are like, I'm not interested in dating. I do not want to I'm not interested. So like they are fine with being single for the rest of their lives. And I'm just like, that's so interesting. And so I asked them, like, you never think like, what if you meet the right guy? Won't you want to marry him? And then they're like, yeah, maybe, it happens, sure, but they are very content and like not thinking about um wishing to get married. Like, they're not thinking like me. They are very like, I'm not interested at all, and I'm very content being single the rest of my life. And I'm like, wow. It's like, do I wish I think that way? I don't know. I don't know. Do I wish to think that way? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But given I've always thought about getting married ever since I was young, like super young, like I can't remember when I first think about it. Maybe elementary school, in all honesty. I think starting in elementary school, I'm always thinking, yeah, once I graduate from college, I hope that I meet the guy that I want to marry and things like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've always thought this way ever since elementary school. And yeah, but that's just me. That's just me, and other people out there most likely never think that way. So because I've always thought this way and thought at this point in my life I would get married, but now here I am and not happening. Yeah, yeah. So I think it's just gonna give me that I think in general this is something that's gonna take a long time for me to really accept now that I'm in my mid 30s and nothing happening. I have to really be like, it's okay. It's okay. And I don't want to force anything to happen. It's just if up to this point I still haven't met the right person yet, then it is what it is. So that's what I think about to help me get through this. um, oh, Lulu says she's been in some long-term relationships that didn't work out. Oh my gosh. It's best to take your time in the search. Good to know. Good to know, Lulu. Thanks for saying that. So the thing is with me, I've never been in a long-term relationship, but that's because I've always cut it short because I'm like, I definitely don't see you as someone I want to marry. So I feel like I never made it go long term because I never saw a future with them. And so that's personally for me, and I guess for me personally, I don't think if I really have a lot of relationship advice or experience either. And so with Lulu, I assume like you thought that guy was really going to be a keeper, but it ended up not happening. Excuse me. So yeah, and so I wonder if I had gone through something like that, if that would affect me in some way. I don't know. I don't know. But that's why I appreciate hearing Lulu's advice on that. Um, yeah, yeah, and yeah, Lulu. Thanks for saying that. So, to each their own. Um, people are weird. I think in general, people it's hard to really predict or expect anything because I mean, this is again like my friend's personal thing, so I don't want to say too much about it, but I okay, I'll say it this way. I know people who broke up as well after a long-term relationship, and I thought they were gonna get married, but um, sadly it didn't work out. So I was really shocked when I found those things out from the people I know, and I'm just like, man, it's like how can you really know a person, right? Um, but I never met their significant other, but they just told me about them, and like they really feel like it's gonna be long term, like gonna get married and stuff, but it ended up not happening. I'm like, wow, yeah. So it's tough. It's tough, right? And so I never experienced anything like that. Like I've never allowed it to get that far for me, and maybe that's why I'm quite picky, right? So, anyways, so yeah, yeah. But anyways, thanks for telling me these stuff. It just gives me a lot of things to think about. Okay. So let me get through the comments. Stephanie says your youngest niece loves you so much. Oh my god, that's so sweet. She has many times reached out to have you carry her. She loves your necklace and you always wear and has oh wait, that she loves your necklace that you always wear and she has tried chewing it many times. That's so funny. That's so funny. Your niece is so funny. Okay, so that's funny to hear. So for now, my niece, she's still too young to really remember me, so I still don't know how exactly she feels about me. But I think she's like content with me. I think that's my best word to explain how she feels about me. Like yeah, she's like not if she's not familiar with you, she takes a really long time to warm up to you, I guess. And so with the short time that I've been able to hang out with her, she's just kind of like okay with me, but she still doesn't trust me yet. Yeah. So maybe this summer, since I'm staying there for a longer time, maybe she'll eventually trust me more. Maybe she'll like me. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, but she's still young though. Yeah. But anyways, thanks for your niece stories. Very cute to hear. Stephanie says nieces are good practice for eventual motherhood. That's good to hear. Thanks for telling me that. But um, I honestly don't think I'm gonna have kids at this point. But I appreciate being able to kind of experience kids this way, at least if I end up not having my own kids, and that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. Um, Lulu says she dated a guy and met him 10 years later. Oh my gosh. And she says it sometimes does end in a K drama happy moment. It ended as soon as it started. What? What? So you tried dating him but it didn't work out. And then you ended up meeting him randomly 10 years later. But of course still didn't work out, right? Wow. You have your own K dramas. Really exciting. Wow. I've never had any experience like that. Like any guy I've dated before and I see him later, no, I don't think that's ever. But honestly, I really wish I never see them again. That's the thing. So I'm kind of glad if hopefully, yeah, I never see those guys again. Like I don't know if ever I'll tell you guys my stories. They're really way too personal, but I definitely never hope I ever see them. But if I do, I'll just be like, yo, yeah, hey, and then that's it. I do not want to like talk to them. I'll just be cordial and just say hi. What's up? No, I won't even say that. No, I'll just say hey, yeah, hey, and then just I do not want to carry a conversation with them. But not that I have bad blood with them. I don't want you guys to think like, oh my gosh, like I had really bad past relationships. It's not super bad. It's just they sadly were just people that I just don't want to ever see again. Like I can't say they did something super bad, but they did stuff where I'm just like I never want to see you again. So I don't know if ever I'll tell you guys these stories, but that's just very unfortunate. I've met guys that kind of like traumatize me a little bit, and I think that's also why I have such high standards, because I've just always met really crappy guys, and I'm just like I have to like make sure I stop meeting crappy guys, and so I really become more picky and more high standards about it. Yeah, but anyways, good people are hard to find these days. It's sad to say, but yeah. But you know, it's whatever. Just I hope all you guys like continue to be good people. I'm sure you guys are, right? Or anyone that stumbles upon my YouTube channel. But I hope that there will be more good people out there, more than the bad. Or at least can we stop meeting bad people? That would be nice too. So yeah, just hopefully, yeah, please do more good out there would be nice. um Lulu says, for now, I enjoy the fanship with MX and Wano. Yeah, they are good enough for me now. I feel you on that, Lulu. I feel you on that. So when I think about how I most likely won't get married anymore, I think about, well, how do I feel that I'm such a big fan of Monster X? I'm so sorry. How do I feel that I'm such a big fan of Monster X and Wano, and I currently like this new group as well? And I think about how if I were married, I don't know how I would be as a K-pop fan after getting married. Like I really don't want to believe I can still be the same way of how much of a fan I am to them, because once I get married or if I have kids, that's gonna take over my life, right? So I just wonder, in some sense, me not getting married means that I can enjoy my K-pop groups to the fullest, right? And so I really do enjoy that I can be their fan um, as much as I want to. And then that just makes me think, like is this like this fanship, right? This fanship, if I'm okay to be this way instead of getting married. I don't know. I have to admit, I don't know, but I really do enjoy being their fan, and I want to support their careers as long as I can. And yeah, so I just think about that. Maybe I'm meant to be fans for K-pop groups instead of getting married. I don't know, but yeah, but I think about that. But yeah, Lulu is very happy with her fanship with MX and One On. I'm very happy to hear that, because we as their fans, we help their career. So I'm always happy to hear of any fans of any of the groups. Um, yeah, but of course, some fans out there can balance marriage and being a fan of K-pop groups. Of course, so I'm not saying it's not possible, but I'm just saying for me personally, I don't know if I could balance being married and being a fan of a K-pop group. So yeah, so I just think about that. It's like maybe it's a good thing I'm not married. And if this is my future of not getting married, I can at least enjoy being a fan of these K-pop groups for the rest of my life, and I'm very content with that. But I also can't guarantee that these K-pop groups I like will be here forever. You know, that's the thing. But I don't know. But regardless of what happens, I just I can enjoy life with whatever happens, right? So I'm sure I'll find another thing that I'll like if ever something comes to an end, right? So yeah, but I hope K-pop groups, all of them, can last a very long time. I mean, Super Junior is already like 20 years old, you know, every time when I see Super Junior is still doing so well, and most of the guys are now almost 40, some are over 40 years old, and they're still doing K-pop, their group and K-pop stuff, and they're still doing well. That gives me hope that all groups out there can be as successful as them, even into their 40s. So yeah. So I if that's something that I think I'll be okay with. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the thing is, I really do enjoy being their fan. I mean, I've been a K-pop fan ever since I was in high school, and I definitely didn't think that I would still be a big K-pop fan even until now. Definitely not. So it's been about 20 years of me being a K-pop fan, and yeah, and this has been like a part of my life. I can't imagine that I could really cut it out once I get married. I don't know. Um, but but I think about that I should enjoy this time in my life when I'm single, to enjoy being a K-pop fan to the fullest as well. So I don't want to take this time for granted, as yeah. Anyways, moving on. Lulu says, that's great that your friend found someone to take a leap. I know. Like I I'm still surprised that she suddenly found him last year, and then 1 year later they're getting married. That's wild. But I think that's really great that if she really is so sure that she found the right guy. And so that's again, I'm really happy for her because I really didn't think that this would happen to her so quickly. But again, I'm quite jealous. Like, but again, do I really want that to happen? Like tomorrow, I find the guy I'm gonna marry. Wouldn't that be crazy, right? And then would I don't know. So like I think about that. Like, do I really want that in my life? I feel like I'm probably wanting something that I don't have, which is true, but it's still always something in my mind. Like I wish I could experience something like that. But we don't know if really that's going to be good for me. So I just have to stop thinking about it. I should stop being jealous about her. Like whatever happens in my life is going to happen at the right time. And if if marriage is not in my future, I really have to be okay with what my life has for me now and not moping about you know, not mope. So I should stop moping about things that I don't have. So I need to focus more on what I do have, and I'm really glad that everything in my life is going fine, minus me getting suddenly sick. But as long as I have my health, and I can live my life to the fullest, and also accomplish the goals that I want to do, that's okay for me. So I always need to focus on what I have now, instead of always wishing for something that I don't have. So I will always hope. I'll always have the hope, but I need to always be content with what I have now. So that's definitely something I need to keep reminding myself about. And if this is something someone out there can take for their advice too, that's good to hear. So okay, so Stephanie says, yeah. I really thought, yeah, you were younger than me. Yeah, so she's gonna be 28 this year. You are still living your life on, yeah, almost 30, but you enjoy your late 20s. Yes. And she says she's tried going on dates and such, but not much has happened. And she also had too limited energy lately, so she hasn't had any energy for dates. That's okay. That's okay. That's up to you. If you're not in a rush and you're also not you're not particular about it. So back when I was in my late 20s, I was fully focused on my business, and honestly I was mainly focused on trying to maintain what's the word, like I need to make sure I don't become homeless, basically, so that's why we work and make money so that we can sustain our life, right? And so during that time before I started my key shopper, I was working jobs, but I was not happy with them. But also they were very temporary jobs. Like they were never positions where like I was permanent or able to get promoted or things like that. Everything that I was doing was always a temporary job. And so when I started my key shopper was finally the first time when I have something stable going on, and it's just I'm still glad that it's still working out for me. And so at that point, to make sure that I can maintain this business and keep it as my full-time job, that was what I was mainly doing in my late 20s to just sustain my life, basically. But I'm still so glad that it's worked out. And then, as you guys know, COVID happened and all that stuff. um so yeah, so I was content to not meet the guy I want to marry because I was not able to focus. Because so sorry. So if I were to meet the guy that I was going to marry at that time, but I was so worried about sustaining my life, it's just it would have been like too much for me. Unless if I marry a very rich guy, I guess. But I don't think I would be happy with that. If I marry a rich guy and I don't work and I don't know. I wouldn't be happy with that. I don't think so. So anyways, surely everything happens for a reason. And so you guys in your lives as well, like how your lives are going, whether it's the right time for when you meet the guy or not, surely the time happens for everyone in the right timing, right? Whether we do get married or not get married. And yeah, so for me personally, I really want to be content with most likely I'm not going to get married, and it's going to be okay, and there's other things in my life that I can do with not being married that I can focus more on. So this is mainly my pep talk to myself, is that I should be okay with how my life has been, and moving forward like that. And so yeah, so if you guys feeling the same way as me or not, just we all go through our lives the best that we can, and whatever happens happens. Yeah. And so if what if you guys randomly meet the guy that you want to marry suddenly, like, who knows, right? And then you just gotta go with the flow with it, right? But that's not for everyone. And so just we have to take it in stride, whatever things come into our lives. Um, um, Lulu says, do you find that Korean guys are eager to start a relationship than to commit, or commit far too fast? Wow. Wow, Lulu, that's a deep question. I feel like it's half and half. I've met Korean guys who are very committed and want to settle quickly, and then I've met some Korean guys who are not interested in committing and they just want to date, or I met some Korean guys that don't even want to date at all. So it's a big mix of a lot, but I do feel like they feel different from American guys. But then again, I moved to Korea when I was in my early 20s, so I can't say I have much experience of really understanding how American guys are, since since I came here in late 20s. Sorry, early 20s. Okay, so yeah, so at least with the Korean guys that I have met and seen, yeah, it's just a mix of everything. While American guys, at least from what I can remember before I moved to Korea, they seem more not too committed in my opinion, but it could be just the I could have been just meeting the wrong guys, but up until I moved to Korea, I was only seeing guys that were, I don't know, they were just into just playing around, and I rarely met someone who felt like, yeah, I really do want to be in a committed relationship and get married soon. I don't think I ever met any American guy like that. But again, this was like 12, 13 years ago, and I don't know if maybe those guys have changed their minds now. But yeah, so that's all I could say on that. um, Lulu says she meant it doesn't end in a Korean drama. Okay, he didn't really change. Sadly, that's sad to hear. Okay, okay, sad to hear. You know, it happens. Yeah, yeah. Stephanie says nieces and nephews can also be a nice hack for those who don't want kids but still like to be around them. Yeah, I always think that way too. How like because they're not my kids, it feels less responsibility and I can enjoy kids without being responsible for them, right? Because definitely if it was my own kid, it would feel so different, of course. So yeah, I think that way too. Yes, yes, yes. Um, Gian's undercut. Long time no see, but I saw your comment on my Instagram. She says happy birthday to me. Thanks, buddy. And she also says hi everyone. Thanks. Oh, it's so nice that I'm able to see many of you guys at this hour. Stephanie says she gets it. I also have people and relatives that want nothing to do with dating, right? And unfortunately, some people just suck. Exactly, exactly. So if it's so difficult to find good people out there, then maybe maybe that's why most of us are single, because it's hard to find good people out there. And what can we do, right? So let's just hopefully spread out and find good people. Hopefully we can magnetize with them. I hope it's like, why can't we all like meet up all in one place nearby each other? Yeah, yeah. um yeah, hi. And then Lulu says there's a company in Japan that allows employees take time off for important idol events. No, wow. Like for so for celebrities like birthday, anniversary, their marriage, or even their death. Wow. That's so cool. Japan. They know what's up. Okay, they know what's up. That's pretty cool. Um, yeah, interesting. I don't know. I just wonder if I were working in a company and I'm allowed to take day offs for that. I don't know. I don't know. That makes me feel so. I don't know. That's like I think if I can take that day off, to celebrate like my parents' birthday or my sibling's birthday, like would they allow that? But they wouldn't allow that, but they would allow it if it's a celebrity I like birthday. So I'm thinking like, is that really okay? I don't know. Um yeah, as much as I like to celebrate my favorite singer's birthday, yeah, that makes me feel just so, I don't know. I don't know, but this is just that's very interesting. That's all I should say on that. Gianzanika says romantic relationship always come with compromises. That's a good point. That's a good point. And she says, so if you feel that you're just happier or more comfortable not being in a relationship, then that's okay. You shouldn't feel you have to marry. That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. So that's the thing. And I think maybe that's why I know many people who just don't want to get married or date, because they know that that effort, if they don't want to go through that effort, which is totally understandable. And again, no one should think marriage is a necessity. It never is. But I do feel like maybe there's many people who think like me, who wishes they could experience getting married, and if we could bear kids and stuff. I think, I don't know how much percentage of people think like that about me. Like, what I mean by that. I don't know, because I meet so many different people, so it's hard to say. But I would like to believe quite a handful of people probably think like me, that we're reaching an age where we're not able to get married and have kids, and so that's why I think about it more often these days. It's like, man, I'm really at the end of my timeline, But I know that I'm still young. It's just, sadly, bearing kids has a timeline. But I can't say I really want kids. But I just feel like if I do find the right guy to marry, I would like to believe I would want kids with him. But this is just me imagining it. I don't know for sure. But I just think about that it makes me sad of not being able to experience it. Like, I don't know if it'll make me happy. I don't know if I would like it. I don't know if you know I don't know any of those things. But if I never get married or have kids in my life, I will always think in the back of my mind, I really wonder how it would have been if I was married with kids. So that will always be in the back of my mind. Well, with some people, they are not thinking about that, right? So that's me personally. I don't think I would ever get that out of my mind. So I can't say I want it, right? I can't say that, but it's just something in me. It's like, man, it's just feels sad that I'll never experience that in my life. But I don't need it, right? Of course I don't need it. Right, so it's complicated, right? It's very complicated how I feel about it. Mm, yeah, but I think even more than that, I just, because I've experienced lots of like crappy guys that I've dated, and that I'm just like, man, is there really no one out there that I can see a future with? I would feel sad too of never meeting the guy where I can see a future with him. So that makes me disappointed, I guess, to that in my timeline of my life, that it was never meant to be to meet the guy that I meant to marry. So I do feel disappointed to never experience that in my life as well. But anyways, these are not necessities. They're not. It just feels sad if I don't get to experience it, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. And so that's been my mindset now, as I'm in my mid 30s, that I have to be happy with what I have now. And most importantly is my health. I would rather have a healthy, long life than get married. That's 1,000% sure. So I always focus on that. I would definitely vote to have a healthy life than get married. So in conclusion, in conclusion, I'm gonna be okay. I just have to really focus on the now. And even though I'll always be sad of something that most likely I won't have, I think that's normal to be sad about something like that, right? So I don't want to say it's too bad of me feeling this way, but yeah, just I will move on from it eventually, right? I hope so, and just enjoy every moment when I have it. Yeah, yeah, okay. Okay, so I did not expect my birthday live stream to talk about this, but I think just because of mentioning my age, I think it just naturally came out. So what can we do? And so yeah, so I'm in a new age right now. I know I'm still young. I'm only in my mid 30s, but it is a deadline for me, for some things. And even though I know this, it's okay. It's okay. And yeah, most importantly is my health and my life, sustaining my life, and accomplishing the things to help the world. That's always my goal, is that I want to achieve these goals to make the world a better place. So that's definitely a big thing to think about, more than marriage, right? So um, yeah, yeah. So I just have to focus on these things, and we'll see. we'll see what happens in my future. All right. um, Gans Undercut says, I totally understand what you mean. Oh, your comment gets cut off. What's going on? Oh my gosh, I can't expand it. Oh no, I could expand it. Wait. Okay. So she says, I totally understand what you mean, not knowing if you would have been happier getting married and having kids. But then I cannot see the rest of that afterwards. 1 second. Okay. And she says, personally, I never wanted to have kids, so I don't feel like I'm missing out. See, that's what I appreciate. That's what I appreciate to hear, like, these different sides. Is like, we know Gian's Undercut is married, but she never wanted to have kids, even after getting married. And, like, she made sure to talk about that with her husband. I never want to have kids, and that's cool. See, that's so cool. And so I for now, because I've never met the guy that I want to marry and have kids with, so I still can't say what I still feel this way. But I just always think about I just always think about what I wanted if I do meet the right guy, and the sadness of, like, man, I never meet the right guy, so I never know if I do want to have kids or not. So I always think more in that sense of, like, I don't know if really these are things that I would want or be happy with, but I can't say it because I've never experienced it. But at this point, like, what if tomorrow I suddenly meet him, and then I suddenly tell you guys I'm getting married in like a few months? Like, I can't say I would be ready. I can't say I would. So when I think about that, it's like, do I really want to get married? I don't know. I don't know. So it's tough. It's always tough to say, but I'm only imagining it. I think for sure my feelings would be different once I experience it, but just at least imagining it, I'm still like, I don't know, right? So yeah, so Gian's Undercut always felt sure that she never wanted to have kids. And for me, I don't have that. I'm just always thinking maybe I would, but I don't know until I experience it. Yeah. So so that's just me personally. I always think about what I have wanted. What if, right? What if I do meet the guy suddenly? How excuse me, how would I feel? But I think that's wasted effort to think about something that is not happening, and what if never happens, right? So I always think about that way too. I shouldn't worry so much about those things. So, like, it will always be in the back of my mind. I'll be sad if I never get to experience it. But I have to remember, like, that's not in my future. At least for now, I don't see it in my future, and just have to focus on the present more. So anyways, thanks you guys. Even though you guys are not giving me direct advice, but hearing you guys' thoughts is helping me organize my thoughts about this. So I really appreciate you guys talking with me about this. So thanks you guys. And I think yeah, I just need some time to really organize it some more, but I really appreciate you guys helping me through this. So it's all good. And I do want to end on a good note. So let's hopefully end on, like, some lighter topics to end my birthday live. What time is it? Oh yeah, it's already 11 p.m. Oh my gosh. Okay. So there's only 1 hour left of my birthday in Korea, but it's still my birthday in America, which is where I was born. So even until April 19th in Korea, we can still celebrate my birthday. So it's okay. But I would like to end before midnight. Okay. So anyways, let's go quicker. Fatine, long time no see. Fatine says, hi everyone, long time no see. Did you miss anything? We are just chatting about lives. That's it. And just it's my birthday, but I've been chatting about just my concerns about life. It's just life talking. And and I'm kind of surprised we haven't really talked about K-pop yet, but yeah, just talking about life since I've turned a new age, and I'm at this point in my age where I have concerns, and so that's why I started talking about it. But now I kind of regret it because this is going on way too long. But yeah, that's it. So I don't think you are missing out on anything interesting. But sadly, there's nothing interesting in my life to tell you guys, because I wish I have something exciting to tell you guys, but I don't. And that's it. Okay. Lulu says, I agree. She says, stay healthy to enjoy life and travel. Yes. And she says, I am having regrets not going to Seoul now. Why? Because Shiny is having a concert in May and you're not going and you have to let that go. You can't go to Korea so quickly. All right. Don't regret it. Um, don't regret it. It's okay. What's meant to be is meant to be. And surely I always think wouldn't some of these K-pop groups go to North America? Wouldn't they? Like come on, right? So I hope any of the groups that you want to see, they'll eventually go to North America. I sure hope so. So yeah, don't think too much about it. It's okay. On that note, do you guys saw that Gian is doing that Peak Festival, which he did last year, but I missed it because I was in America. Do you guys remember that? So this year again, he's doing the Peak Festival again, and I will be in Korea at that time that he's doing it. But I honestly debated, do I really want to go? I honestly debated. Let's talk about that in 1 second. Um, Gianzonica says, you never know what can happen in... I need to expand your comment. Okay, she says, you never know what can happen in life. Yeah, she says, it could totally happen that you suddenly meet someone who's right for you. That's right. And then she says, so you shouldn't lose hope. And then I'm missing that part of your sentence. So you shouldn't lose hope, blank, blank. You really want to get married. Okay. 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 Even though I didn't get your full sentence, I think I get what you're saying, Kian's undercut. Yeah. Hold on. Let me. Yeah, yeah. So Kian's undercut. I heard that kind of advice from my other friends who suddenly found the guy that they want to marry, and so I asked them for advice. Like, how do you feel like meeting him so early? Because one of my friends who got married a couple years ago, she was not looking to get married. She was just out, just having a good time. But she just suddenly met the guy that she was like, wow, I want to marry him. But she was seriously not looking to find someone to marry. And so her advice to me was just, anything can happen at any moment. So just like what Gianzarka says, anything can happen at any moment. So just enjoy what you have and just prepare. Like at some point something might happen out of nowhere. And so for me personally, it's still hard for me to believe that because I'm now in my mid 30s and I've never experienced something like that to just happen out of nowhere. But I guess me starting my own business kind of happened out of nowhere, but it's not like I met my business, you know? So I feel like the relationship and meeting the guy that you want to marry is like you suddenly meet him, right? So I've never had some kind of experience like that where someone I meet and it's just changed my whole life. I guess that's more of my thinking behind that. I have yet to experience something like that. But um but yeah, I mean, as I just saw from my friend, she met the guy that she wants to marry just last year. So so we don't know, right? We don't know. Yeah, so Gianzanaka telling me to not lose hope. Yeah, but I said this earlier. I don't know if Gianzanaka was here. It's like, what if I meet the guy that I want to marry when I'm 50? I don't know how I would feel. Like, I don't know, like, would I feel happy of meeting him when I'm 50? I honestly don't know because I would feel like, man, why didn't I meet you 20 years ago? You know, um, so that's that's my opinion about that. So so I feel like if I don't meet him now in this time when I feel like it's the right, when I feel like it's not too late. If I don't meet him now, then if I meet him later, I just don't think anything will happen, you know. But that's on me, you know. Why can't I be happy meeting him even when I'm 50? Maybe I could, but I still don't feel comfortable when I imagine that of meeting the guy when I'm 50. Yeah. So anyways, I don't want to think too much about it um because if I do have hope in it, but then by the time I'm 50 and then nothing, happens, then I'm like, you know. So that's just on me. Just for me to enjoy my life while I have it. I just want to focus on the now. Don't have too much hope on what's gonna happen if I ever meet the guy or not. and just focusing on what I want to accomplish now and anything that I can do as a single person. So I'm trying to focus on that more. Yeah, because once I get married, that would change my life, right? And so I just realized I could just look at your comments on my phone would be better, since for some reason Gian's Undercut comments gets cut out. So let me open up YouTube. Okay, yeah. I can see the comments. Yeah, on my phone is way better. Okay. Um, um. So then Gian's Undercut comment that I couldn't read. So she says you shouldn't lose hope if you really want to get married. I really do appreciate you saying that. I do appreciate it. Um, I'll have. It's still hard to say. Do I really have hope? I'll be open minded about it. I think. Let me put it that way. I'll be open minded. Um, but I want to focus more on being content with what I have now. I think that's best to think more about. But I will do my best to hope if I could meet the guy one day. Yeah. Hopefully sooner than later, yeah. Lulu says, hi, Fatim. Yeah, we are relationship tea spilling. Yes, we are on Chrissy's birthday. That's basically correct. Yeah, that's what we're doing on this live stream. Ugh, I really didn't think I would do this before my birthday, but I mean, what can we do? It's all good. Okay, Lulu says, you can meet someone at any time. It's how open you are to receiving that person in your life will determine the outcome. And Lulu says, I clearly wasn't before. Interesting. Interesting you say that. Interesting you say that. When I think about my 20s, I did date some guys in my 20s that didn't work out, and at some point I'm just like, I'm over it. I just don't want to take effort anymore. Like, if I don't meet him, I don't meet him. And so I was content for a couple years in my 20s of not looking for anyone, and just, if it happens, it happens. But I was content, but I was also thinking, once I'm in my 30s, I think I'm gonna regret it. I was thinking that. And so now that I'm in my mid 30s, but but at the end of the day, I do think in my 20s would be too early for me to get married. I don't think, like, how I am now maturity level wise, I definitely wasn't like this in my 20s. So if I did get married at that time when I was quite immature, I probably would have caused a lot of issues in our marriage. So I really want to believe it was not the right time for me to get married in my 20s. And so I try not to think about it, no regrets about it. I had to focus on sustaining my own life, making sure my business was going okay, and that I don't become homeless, right? So so I think all things happen for a reason. So I don't think about that anymore. That of not able to marry in my 20s, I think it is correct that I shouldn't have gotten married in my 20s. But now that I'm in my 30s, and I feel like I'm ready, but am I? I don't know. But now that I have a stable job and I don't worry about being homeless, I am all good sustaining with how I'm able to. But then again, my business is it can go down at any moment, right? I always think about that, but I always have to think like backup plans, of course. But I hope that I can maintain my business for as long as possible. But then when I get married, I don't have to work so much because we'll be like double income, right? So I think about that. At this point, I think it is good if I could get married and work together with a partner and continue the rest of our lives together and whatnot. Yeah, so I do feel it now in my 30s, which is why I think about it so often. I feel like I'm ready for it. Um, but it's just the guy. It's like I sadly haven't met the guy that I see a future with. So so instead of me like hoping it would happen, I mean again, I'll keep open minded about it, but I don't want to think about that will surely happen to me. Like I think it's more um what's the word? It's better for me if I focus more on like most likely I'm not gonna get married, and so let's focus on how I can sustain my life as a single person and be happy with it, and not think about marriage, and that, you know, if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. So I try to think more in that sense now. And yeah, so I need to like hopefully um speed this up more. Okay, so let's go. Fatine says, "Oh, Tia, whose relationship? By the way, happy birthday, Chrissy. Thank you again." She says, "Hope everything you wish will be granted." Thanks for saying that. I don't think about that, like on your birthday making a wish, but I think every year on my birthday, the wishes I make, I think they have come true. I don't wish for materialistic things, but I wonder, did I ever wish of hoping to find my husband? I don't think so, because I feel like that's too big of a wish to make. But I think I usually wish of just only staying healthy, and that every day to the fullest. Yeah, I think that would always be my top wish. Like I said, I would always vote to have a healthy long life instead of getting married. And so maybe that is that is the life I've chosen, right? And that is what I would choose, to have a healthy long life. And yeah, so just not think about marriage. So that's why like I would not wish to get married, even though as I keep talking with you guys, I hope to get married, but I don't feel like that's something I want to wish for. But I do think about what if the guy I'm meant to marry is out there? I don't know. Maybe he's not even out there, right? But what if the guy I end up marrying, he is out there somewhere? So I think about that. Like, I hope he's doing okay. So I think about that. But again, I don't know if I'm thinking about an imaginary person, right? But sometimes I think I hope he's okay, and I hope that we can meet one day. But I don't think about that too often because it feels imaginary. But I think about that sometimes, like, yeah. But more than that, I wish for my family to be healthy and happy. I wish for you guys, my friends and family, all to be happy and healthy. So I focus more on the people that I know rather than an imaginary person, right? But just sometimes, just to think about that. If he is out there, just I hope that he's okay, and if we can meet sooner rather than later. But more to focus on the present, health, the people around me all healthy and happy. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so anyways, that's my birthday wish, and spreading it to everyone as well. Um, um, Lulu says, I realize that going slow is the best thing to do and not expect to be rushing it. That's good to hear. I don't know. I feel like my life has been so slow for so long. So when I hear you say that, it's like, yes, of course it's better. But I guess I'm kind of a little bit like, my life has really been so slow for so long, but it's okay. Sorry, I'm getting tired, so we really gotta speed this up. So, but it's okay, and I will take your advice to heart, that I need to focus on that it's okay. And like, life for me feels fast every day though, even though it feels slow at the same time, right? Because I don't have anything new and exciting happening in my life, so I feel like it's slow in that sense, but my life is still going so fast because every day feels like a second. So yeah, but I'll take your advice. Thanks for saying that. Lulu says, speaking of K-pop, she saw IVE and 17 in concert in theaters, and carrots are so fun to hang out with. I'm glad to hear that. I saw in Korea theaters they had IVE and 17 concert playing as well, but I'm not gonna spend money to see it. That's just me. That's just me. So like I only want to spend money on the K-pop groups I like, but I had no idea they went to Canada. That's I mean the theater the concert showing in theaters in Canada. That's what I mean. That's really cool. In that case, I would definitely go see it because that's rare to happen, right? So I'm glad you went to go see it and that you had fun with the fans. I'm glad to hear that. That's really cool. Wow. Gianzarka says, I've debated before whether or not to go see a K-pop group I actually stand when she saw they would be in Germany, and so if she see they will have a concert near where she lives. Okay, yeah. I mean, again, they don't usually go to Germany. So for you guys, if you get the chance to see any K-pop group that you kind of like, at least, um, yeah, I don't blame you guys. You should get. And also, if it's not difficult to get a ticket, I mean, for me in Korea, it's difficult for me to get any ticket at this point, which is ridiculous, right? But yeah. So if you guys can go see it where you live, go. You should. Yeah. Um, Yazaka says, my initial reaction is an OMG, I need to go see them, then that means I don't really feel like going. Got it. So if you're not feeling like you have to go see Gion, then that's okay. Ah, yeah. So this is going back to the topic of Gian's festival that he will have in May. And I debated, like when I saw the announcement, I'm like, interesting, because they announced it yesterday, the day before my birthday, and I'm like, huh, yeah, interesting birthday present to me, I guess. So I see that, and they said that tickets will go on sale in like 3 hours from now, and I'm like, I don't need to rush to get the ticket. Like it's a festival, so there's a lot of tickets sold for a festival, so I wasn't thinking about rushing into it. So I had to think about it. Do I want to go? I had to think about it. So it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. I still do love Gion a lot. But my feelings for all the K-pop singers I like has changed, and I probably should update you guys on that. So first, about Gion's festival, and taking into what Gion Zonoka just said, and I appreciate you saying that to me. So I still do like Gion. I'm glad that he's back from the military, but he hasn't done anything for the past few months now. He's been back 2 months already, but he hasn't done anything significant. But this is his first like event, I guess, that I could go to. But the thing is, I'm still not a fan of festivals. I've been to so many festivals for IM and Shonu Hyungwon. I've been to one or two for them. Yeah, it sucks because you're outdoors. You have to stand, and end of May it'll be kind of hot, and so I'm just like, I don't know. Like, do I really need to see him? So the thing is, like, this will be my first time to see him since he came out of the military. So I'm thinking, well, that's pretty significant. And also, I don't think I can get a ticket to see Monster X in concert, given my luck. So I'm thinking maybe this is the only time that I could see Gion. But I'm also like, do I really need to go see him? Do I really need it? I don't think so. So I feel like because I've seen so many festivals of the other MX guys, I've been kind of pooped out, I guess. And even for Gion, I'm just like, I don't know. And also, as I'm getting older and I'm getting tired, and also I'm sick, so I'm still, thinking about this. I'm still sick, even though it's a month away, but I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know if I really like I don't think like if maybe I had like the passion in me to like I really want to go see him, then I think that passion would make me go through all that effort and the tiredness of going to a festival. Then I would go see him, which I did for the other guys, but now I don't have that passion anymore. But it's okay, I don't regret it. It's just I I I appreciate I had the passion, but yeah, nowadays my passion for it is has declined a lot, even though they're back from the military. So I had to think about it. Do I really want to go? And so once tickets open, but I was still like, do I really want to see? I don't know, but I didn't assume anything if tickets sold out or not. Usually they don't sell out that quickly for festivals. So at this point, I decided to just check on the tickets. I was like, well, let me, because yeah, they didn't say the price on the tweet, so I wanted to go check anyway to see how much it would cost. So I'm like, okay, let me just go see how much it would cost, and maybe I don't know, I'll decide. Let's see if I want to buy it. So I go on the ticketing website and I see the price, and it's the same price it's been for the other festivals I've been to. So I'm just like, but it's not cheap. It's not cheap. But I'm like, do I really want to? I was still debating. So do I really want to see it? And so when I go see the tickets for his day, so the festival is for 2 days, and so I went to go see the tickets for only his day. Guess what? It said it's sold out. So I don't want to believe Gion sold it out. There are many other groups performing on that day that maybe, who knows, any of those groups helped sell out the tickets. But I saw N.Flying is also performing on that day, but I didn't think N.Flying is that popular. But I do know they're popular in Korea. But I'm like, who knows how many tickets was available on that day. And so I was honestly surprised to see that. It's like, wow, it's sold out. And so that's my first time ever seeing a festival ticket get sold out. I saw N.Flying once at that IM festival last year. I saw N.Flying there. And yeah, I don't think tickets sold out there, but I think that venue was really big. So I think that's why was a lot of available tickets. And so peak festival for Gion, it's a big area. I've been there before. I saw Shonu Hyungwon perform there. And they didn't sell out tickets at that time. So I don't know. This it's a bit questionable, but yeah, I was surprised to see it sold out. But since I was still debating whether I wanted to go or not, I'm like, wow, I guess it's meant to be. This decide for me. I'm not gonna go see Kian. So, um, I still can't say if I would have bought a ticket or not. I'm still debating it about it even until now, even though it's sold out. Like I still don't know if I would have wanted to see him, but I do feel a bit relieved that it's sold out. So that's my answer. I can't go see him, but yeah, but I find that kind of funny. My destiny with Gian, it feels like I'm never gonna see him, which is okay. It's okay. It's just so funny. Last year, I remember his Peak Festival tickets never sold out. I'm pretty sure it never did. So I'm pretty sure like this year, his day getting sold out, and so the other day where he's not when he's not performing, that day is not sold out though. So only his day that he's performing is sold out. So one of the other musicians performing on that day, they must be the reason for selling out tickets. So I think I should accept this fate with Gian. I'm most likely never gonna see him again, but that's okay. That's okay. But I should explain to you guys why I feel this way about Gian. I swear I still do love him, but I think you guys can kind of tell I'm not as passionate in love with him as much as I was before. Um, but it's really hard to talk about it when I cannot tell you guys the new group I like. So definitely me liking this new group has changed my perspective on a lot of things, like how I feel about K-pop singers in general. So it's not that my feelings for MX and 10 change. It's like after liking this new K-pop group, it's really changed my perspective on how to like be more content with being a K-pop fan. So before I was always so sad when I can't see them. You guys remember me being emotional. You guys remember me. So being emotional, not able to go to their concert or their music shows or even to their exhibitions. I've never been able to succeed in any of those ticketing, and you guys have been there for me of my sadness. And so I felt like how why am I still their fan when I can't see anything of their stuff, right? But after liking this new K-pop group, I realized that I don't have to see them to be happy. So I it's so weird. I realize this now after this K-pop group. Like, why didn't I realize this earlier? But I think because of how passionate I was of liking MX and Wano, I think it was just too much for me of like continuously failing to get their tickets, and I'm in Korea but I can never go see them. It's just was a really just a struggle for me. Like I really couldn't accept it very well. But then this new K-pop group, I have yet to ever see them at any event, and I'm very okay with that. So I think because of this new K-pop group, it just made me realize I still like these K-pop singers, but I don't have to go see them, you know? So it was just eye-opening for me to realize that once I started liking this new K-pop group, because I have yet to go see them in person, but I still like this new K-pop group a lot. So that basically is what helped me to realize with Monsta X and Wano, I don't have to see them either. Like, why was I so fixated on that? But just because I was just too emotional. That's all. So I do give a lot of gratitude to this new K-pop group I like, and I still don't know when I'll ever tell you guys them. I still don't know because it's really complicated. So yeah, I was hoping, to have an exciting news to say for my birthday. So I was thinking, should I just tell them who this new K-pop group is? That's the very exciting news to say on my birthday. But no, I stopped myself because once I tell you guys, we have to talk forever. Like I feel pretty sure you guys will be surprised that I like this group. So right now it's 11:30. Okay, so yeah, even more reason why I cannot tell you guys because it will make me talk until like 4 a.m. Which let's not do that. Okay, so um, but just know that I still like this new K-pop group and they've helped me realize this, and so that's why I debated so much. Like, do I really want to see Kian? So like when I was thinking. Like I still like him even if I don't go, so it's just yeah, just lots of um what's the word? I don't know. I'm losing my thought as I'm getting more tired. So I've just been through a lot of self-reflecting and becoming a better K-pop fan. Yeah. So I hope you guys are I hope you guys will look forward to whenever I say more stories about how I've changed as a K-pop fan, and that will be next time. All right, so let's quickly get through this. We have to finish before midnight. All right, let's go, let's go. um um So Fatine says, you guys know what? She wants to get married, but she's scared to be in a relationship. Like, she's scared if the relationship is not like what she wanted with so many scary people. I get you, Fatine. I get you. That's what I've been saying in my long rant about being married in a relationship. I struggle with that as well. So please watch this on replay to hear my thoughts about that. So I need to go faster. So let's go. Lulu says, I was going to ask you about that, but outdoor festivals can be quite brutal. Yes, Lou. Yes, Lou. So last year for Gion's Peak Festival, it was raining. And so that made me feel better that I couldn't go, because I definitely would have hated to be in the rain. Like I would have still like maybe kind of enjoyed it because, you know, I haven't seen Gion in so long, but I definitely would have hated to be in the outdoor rain, standing there and seeing him perform. And so who knows if maybe this year it'll rain again. We don't know, right? And so yeah, I really still couldn't decide, do I really want to go see him or not? And also for the price of that ticket. Like I'm definitely now more frugal with my money these days. I'm not poor, but I'm not rich. I think we're all the same way. None of us are rich, right? But of course, none of us are poor. But I do feel like I need to be more responsible with what I spend on. Um, yeah, so I also like debated, is this really something worth paying for? And yeah. So in the end, fate decided for me to not go. I'm honestly glad that I don't decide not to go. But if maybe later they restock tickets, then I'll be stuck in this conundrum again. But I'm 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 feeling okay. Yeah, I really am okay to not be able to go. If I was, you know, old Chrissy, and I definitely would have been really sad. I definitely would have been really sad that 2 years in a row I can't see Gion at a festival. But this time is because tickets sold out, right? I definitely, you guys would have been hearing me be emotional about it for sure. But I'm really glad I've matured as a K-pop fan. I really feel very okay not able to go see Gion, and at this point maybe I will never see Gion at another event. Maybe not, right? But I really feel okay. I really feel okay. I still like him a lot, but I don't have to see him anymore. It's a very interesting new K-pop side of me now. Okay. Um um Kianzonka says, don't be sorry. I appreciate any of your comments no matter what. No, it's me. Okay, I'm the issue. I always talk too much. You guys are never the issue. So please comment as much as you want. I need to control myself to not talk that much. Okay, so don't worry. Okay. Stephanie has to go. Bye, Stephanie. Okay, I'm late at saying goodbye, but bye, Stephanie. She says she's gonna eat with her sister. It was nice being here again. Bye, everyone. Bye, Christine. Take care. Thanks for joining me on my special day, Stephanie. So I'm glad to be able to see you too. Have a good time eating with your sister, and I hope to see you more in the future. I hope I could see more of you guys from now on. I really hope so. So anyways, hopefully see you next time. Ginzanka says, that's totally understandable at 15. That's why you should really take your time getting to know the other person first. That's exactly right. And again, 15, please watch this on replay. We talk a lot about, at least my thoughts on it. I talk a lot about it, so please watch this on replay later. Lulu says, I really want to see Juhan and I am subunit in concert. Shawnu and Hyungwon are performing as well. It's just not the same as an MX concert. Yeah. I think if you guys have any opportunity to see any MX guy in concert, just go. Even if it's not the full group, they are all really great performers. Even if they are a unit solo, they are still great. But of course they are great as a group, the best, of course. But I still feel like the guys are so good at what they do that any of you guys go see their concerts, no matter how many people are there, you guys will really enjoy it. So that's my personal opinion on that. Yeah, everyone says bye, Stephanie, and then Fatine says, at Gianzonaka, yeah, but for the sake of her mental health, she's good for being single. Enjoy your life and making your family happy. I agree on that. I agree on that. So that's most important. If there are more important things in your life and that you're happy with more than getting married, that's really good. That's really good. And so I think about that for myself as well. Even though I wish for my imaginary husband, if he's out there, to be okay, but I should care more about the people in my life right now more. So yeah, that's how I feel about the same way. Um um Kiyazanaka says, at 15, I think that's a great mentality to have, and whether being married or not shouldn't define our happiness. I agree. All you guys, I agree with you. Yes. Um, 15 says, what she believes now is that, yeah, her God want her to love him more. That's, again, religion is a big part of our lives too. Yeah. So that's why he will not make you meet anyone so that you can love yourself more before you love someone else. I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. And I am totally fine with whatever religion any of us are. And I hope you guys accept me as well, who my religion is. So I hope everyone knows that I always want to have a safe space for us to talk about things like that. But I know sometimes it could get sensitive. So I just hope that we just always have a safe space to talk about these things. But I'm Christian, by the way, so I don't talk too much about my religion here. I just feel like it's not something like because I know not everyone can agree with me as a Christian, and so I don't want to make that as like a topic. But I do live my life how I believe in as a Christian, and so I also think that way as well. It's like if God is not having it happen to me at this point, that's also something I need to accept about myself. So if you guys can like think back to everything I said, like it also goes back to me, yeah, in my Christian life as well. And so that's definitely something I need to accept, that I cannot make my life, like I am not dictating my life to what I think is good, right? It's not up to me. And so I just leave it to that everything happens for a reason. I always believe in that, and that if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. And so I do think about that. And so Fatine, with whatever her religion is, she kind of thinks that way with me as well. Like if it's not meant to be, and like God knows what is best for us, right? And so if it is, it is. And just as long as we're living our best lives and focusing to improve on ourselves is definitely a big thing too. Yeah, because to prepare for marriage, we have to make sure that we're okay first. So I do agree on that as well. So, anyways, yeah, I want to make sure we're all in a safe space. I don't care what anyone's religion is, and I hope you guys feel that way about me. Like we all just we love each other, okay, no matter what, and that we all you guys get me? Okay, I am not the best person to talk about things like that. So, anyways, but hope you guys all understand where I'm coming from. That I want us all to be okay with whatever. Okay. So, Lulu says I'm going to watch Blackpink in August. That's crazy. Okay. She has low expectations. She went to an aespa concert in February. They had so many wardrobe changes and very awkward VHS intermissions. I'm shocked. I've heard, I mean, aespa is really popular in Korea, but I don't know how they are overseas. But I'm quite shocked their concert was not that good, at least to you. Wow. And so you're gonna see Blackpink concert. I hear Blackpink is good, but who knows? Who knows if aespa wasn't that good? Maybe Blackpink won't be that good. Who knows? Yeah. But hey, I have never seen aespa in concert. I've never seen Blackpink in concert. So I will live through you how you feel about it, and I think that's cool. You even have the opportunities to see them. So let me know once you see Blackpink later. Yeah, I'm curious. Yeah. Lulu says, I guess you will save your energy for comebacks then. Yeah. Seems the members are doing their own variety shows and participating at the New Boys Survival Show. That's right. So once they have their comeback album, I don't think I can get into any music shows. That's the thing, as you guys remember. I don't think I can get in. So all my energy for the comebacks, it would just be, streaming for them, buying the albums that I want to buy. But I imagine I most likely won't be able to see them in person anymore. And that's okay. That's okay. So I still will support them as singers, behind the scenes, and not focusing too much that I'm not going to see them in person anymore. It's okay. Yeah, so that's how my mindset about it now, and it's all good. So whenever their comeback is, we will see at that time. Um uh Gianzarka says, Chrissy persistently not introducing her new K-pop group. That's correct. That's correct. I'm always tempted. Even today, I was very, very tempted. But I really don't know when will I be ready to tell you guys. I sadly don't know. Like, I might as well say this now. I'm thinking I'll make a secret YouTube channel. I'm gonna make a secret YouTube channel where I only talk about this new K-pop group. And so I don't know if I'll show my face. I don't know. But but I'll be so shocked if you guys find my secret YouTube channel and then you guys recognize that that's me. And it's like, oh my gosh, now we know who it is. But but I think about that. I think about that. Like, I don't have to make a new YouTube channel. Of course not. Okay, so like I don't have to talk about this new K-pop group. Of course not. But I just think like how funny that would be. I think about that. Um. But anyways, but I also think about it like I'm so curious to talk with the fans who are also fans of that group. That's the thing. I am curious to talk about them. So I hope those fans find my secret YouTube channel and I can talk to them and see their thoughts about things. I think I can say this. I think. So because I hope this doesn't expose who they are. But this new K-pop group I like, they're not very popular overseas. At least from my perspective, I don't think they are. So I just wonder how the non-Korean perspective of this K-pop group is. But I do want to hear the Korean side too. But I'm still too scared to like start one in Korean. Should I start one in Korean? No, that's gonna be too complicated. And if I actually talk to Korean fans, I would be because Korean fans are actually quite sensitive. I think I'll be scared to like um upset them. Yeah. Never mind. I don't think I should do that. Okay. But I am still curious about the overseas fans for this group. What if they're super sensitive? I hope not. I hope not. Anyways, I think about that. But of course, I'm not gonna tell you guys if I ever start that secret YouTube channel. But if you guys ever find it, would be hilarious if you guys do find it. But just saying. I don't know. Did I do it already? I don't know. No, I didn't. Okay, so but I'm thinking about it. But oh, maybe I did start it. I don't know. I'm trying to not have you guys. No, just guys, don't look into it. Okay, so whenever I, for some reason, start a new YouTube channel, I hope you guys don't go searching for it. But if you guys do end up finding it, and then you guys want to talk to me about the new K-pop group in my new YouTube channel, sure. But I do think don't mention Monster X and Wano. Like I would only want to talk about the new K-pop group in the new YouTube channel. But I don't know. Am I really gonna do it? I don't know. Okay, so anyways, we gotta go. Gianzanaka says, I understand you perfectly, Chrissy. Gianzanaka says, my K-pop journey has changed a bit as well. We gotta talk about this more in depth next time, guys. Okay, yeah. I really hope I can see you guys more often. Let's have longer chats and not on my birthday. We didn't really celebrate my birthday. But okay, but 1 second. Okay. Lulu says, Chrissy is too obsessed with Nugu group. Yeah. So Nugu means who in Korean. So, but I think sometimes it has the connotation of like they're most likely not popular. But I can't tell you. So for me personally, I don't want to call them a Nugu group, but even though it technically means who are they, but I'll just say they are my secret K-pop group. And yeah, I really do like them because finally I enjoy being a fan of a K-pop group, but I can't say I enjoy being a fan of Monsta X. I still enjoy being a fan of Wano, but these days it's been kind of sad. We gotta talk about that next time. So I can't say I really enjoy being Monsta X fan, but I really do enjoy being a fan of this new K-pop group. So, yeah. So the thing is, yeah, it would be easier to talk about this group with fans who like them as well. So I think that's why I'm hesitant to talk to you guys about them, because if you're not a fan of them, which I feel pretty sure none of you guys are a fan of them, it's gonna be really hard to talk about them. So, if you ever find my secret YouTube channel and you can learn about the new K-pop group there, and you are free to ask me questions at that time, but don't talk about anything else. I only want to talk about that K-pop group. And we'll see, but I'll be too shocked if you guys find it. But but again, I can't say did I make it already? Is it out there already? So, anyways, I can't lie. I'm not good at lying, but I'm trying to like make it so vague, like. Anyways, so Gion Sanaka says I feel more easy loving them and enjoying content from afar. I get you, girlfriend. I do think because of me living in Korea, that's why I got more emotional about not being able to see them. Because it's like I'm in Korea and I can't see them, but people in other countries can see them easier than me. And I'm like, but then in hindsight, it's so rare for them to go to other countries to perform, though. So it's like, yeah, so I've always struggled with that, but I'm very okay now. So yeah, don't worry about me. I'm very okay now. And so yeah, but Gian's Uncut, yeah, I agree with you on that. Instead of worrying constantly about whether or not I could see them or meet them one day, it's a relief to not be invested so much. Gian's Uncut, that's one thing I'm jealous about. Yeah, I think I would be a lot better as a K-pop fan if I wasn't living in Korea, you know? So yeah, but you understand me. So you that I that's it. So me living in Korea as a K-pop fan, I'm trying to adopt this mindset now to not be so invested in it. If I can't see them, oh well. Oh well, right? It is not the end of the world. And I have to stop being so emotional about it. So yeah, so that's the mindset I've been having Gyeong's Cut of just not feeling so invested that I have to go see them and that it's so devastating if I don't go see them when I live in Korea. So I'm really glad to finally have like the separation with them that I can still be happy not seeing them. And that has taken a long time for me to get to this point. Gianzarka says, you'll stop commenting now. Comment when you want to. Don't worry about it. And yes, but take care, everyone. You too, buddy. And Lulu says, she lives here and won't experience that sadness of not doing fan signs and music shows. That's what I'm saying. That's why sometimes I envy you guys, you know? Sometimes I do. And she says, it will never happen to you. Yeah. So with me, I've been through many fan signs, many music shows. So I think that also is why I became so invested of like if I can't see them anymore when I live in Korea and it's like how can I enjoy being their fan anymore? So I had some growing up to do that I can still like them even if I don't go see them, you know? So yeah. Definitely I mature more in my 30s, that's for sure. I wouldn't be this way in my 20s. But yeah, thanks you guys for going on this journey with me and going through my maturity journey as well. So and thanks you guys for helping me through it. That's for sure. Um, Lulu says dying to find out Chrissy's new love, but no, she needs to sleep. Yeah, maybe it's good that we're ending at this point. Yeah, yeah. And then Lulu says I'm looking forward to hearing Moonbeam's tribute song. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, so I'm always reminded that after my birthday, I'm reminded of Moonbeam, but also a few days before my birthday, it's another sad thing. So it's kind of weird that my birthday is sandwiched between some sad things, but I still want to believe that Moonbeam's death is nothing super tragic. I still want to believe that, even though we still don't know the truth, but I still want to believe that he's okay. That's the number one thing I always want to take from it, that he's okay. And his friends doing this tribute song and some MX guys singing in it too, that really touches me. So I'm really looking forward to that tomorrow. So that feels like, I don't know, another birthday present to me. I don't know, because I always feel sad around my birthday because of these sad things too, but I still try to focus like at least nothing sad on my birthday, right? So I try to focus on my birthday, nothing sad, and just celebrate that it's my birthday. But then yeah, but anyways, I feel like yeah, the tribute song is still a very nice thing to do, and I'm looking forward to it too. So just focusing on the positive. I'm so glad that Moonbeam influenced so many people in a positive way, and his friends wanting to do this song for him. It's really really touching. So just all of it warms my heart, and yeah, just thank you for mentioning that. I am looking forward to it as well, and just hope you guys also enjoy it and don't be too sad about anything. I still want to believe that he was okay, and that he just sadly passed away at an early age, but that Moonbeam is okay, and that it's okay. All right. Lulu says, "Let's go. Yeah, yeah. You will have a computer voice like some YouTube K-pop reaction channel. See, that's what I got inspired from. Yeah, I got inspired from that. Like, I don't have to show my face, right? But yeah, and I could alter my voice, but the thing is, I am not camera shy, as you guys can obviously tell, right? I am not camera shy, and I do like to express myself so you guys can see my facial reaction, and like I can like interact with you guys more of seeing. So like the thing is, I do still kind of want to still show my face, kinda, but I don't know. I don't know. I need to think about it. I need to think about it. But anyways, I probably have already made the channel. I'm still trying to keep it very, very vague for you guys, but yeah, let me I'm still thinking about it. But maybe I already made it. But anyways, I don't know. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. But anyways, just keep it in mind. But I don't think I'll ever say more than this, and if ever you guys find it or not. Okay. So, Lulu says if you put secret in the channel name, I'm not gonna do that. She says if you put secret in the channel name, we will know. It's hilarious. I'm not gonna say it's a secret. Of course not. Because I want those fans to find me so that we can talk with each other, you know? So I can't say it's a secret. But maybe I have to say like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm secretly doing this channel because I don't know. I don't know. I'm still so this new K-pop group, I'm still so grateful for them. I still like them so much, and like I don't have to do this YouTube channel for them, but a part of me just I don't know. It's just kind of like I kind of want to talk about them, but I don't have to. I don't know. I don't know. As you guys know, I like to talk, so I'm just being weird, but excuse me. But more importantly, I want to talk to you guys more. Okay, MX and Wano and anything else in our lives. I like talking to you guys the most anyway, so don't worry. I'm not gonna like abandon this channel, even though it seems like I've abandoned it. But I'm hoping to make a comeback soon. Yeah. Anyway, so ending on a good note. It's not midnight yet, but ending on a good note for my birthday. It's 10 minutes left. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's my birthday. Thanks, you guys, for a very long chat. I was not expecting this because I am still sick. It doesn't seem like it, but I am still sick. But talking with you guys after so long, I'm such an extrovert. I really get energy even talking with you guys virtually like this. I still get energy from it. So thanks, you guys, for joining me and giving me energy and spending my birthday with me like this. What good note should I end on? I was feeling weird being in my mid-30s. That's why I had that whole rant to you guys. But after talking with you guys and helping me organize my thoughts more on it, I feel a bit better being in my mid-30s and moving on to like focus on the things that matter more in my life. So I'm really glad to have got that out of my system. So I really thank you guys for that. Um and yeah, man, what note? I don't know what note to end on. This is my birthday, which is still weird. I still can't believe it's my birthday, but yeah, it's my birthday, and I'm grateful to be able to be here again on my birthday, because you know we don't know when you guys know what I'm saying, right? We don't know when, but I'm grateful for all the years that I can live and will keep on living for hopefully a long time. And yeah, I don't know. I really wish we can have like a legit party. Like I hope like it doesn't have to be on the exact day. I'll just do it like a random day. Let's have a party celebration for something. I don't know. Um yeah, so I guess that's all to end on. Just thanks you guys for being here with me if possible. And even though I haven't updated in so long, that you guys are still doing fine is really I'm really glad to hear from you guys. Um yeah. Yeah, there's always something to talk about, but hopefully we can talk more about that next time. Um okay, I think that's it. I don't know what else to say. Oh, excuse me, I keep not breathing. Okay, so anyways, um so just thank you. This birthday has been pretty okay. Yesterday was someone's birthday, and I felt pretty good because it was just a coincidence, that birthday and then my birthday today. So I feel very complete in some sense, that yeah, even though I'm not able to celebrate my birthday a lot today, but I still feel good. So yeah, so don't worry, I still enjoy it, and let's hope next year we can celebrate more. But even later on this year, let's hopefully have a party. All right. So um yeah, I think that's it. Let's just end on that note. Just thanks, you guys. All right. Great. Okay. And yeah, right before midnight in Korea, so thanks for even up until the last minute. Okay. I think that's good. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Lulu says, the fact that you like them so much that you want to create a channel. Okay, that does say something. Yeah, that does say something, that I like them to that extent. You're right. You're right. You're right, Lou. You're right. Okay. So I do like them a lot. I can't say I like them more than Monster X. It's really tough for me to say on that. But I do like them enough that I wouldn't mind starting a channel about them. Yeah. Because I also want them to have more exposure to overseas fans. I think I do want that, which is probably why I thought about this. Anyways, we'll see. We'll see. Okay. And happy birthday. Thanks, Lou. Thanks, Lou. And everyone who's greeted me happy birthday, just thanks, you guys. Yeah. Yeah, I wish it was my birthday every day. I wish, because I really like the feeling of like, oh, it's my birthday. I like that feeling, but to have it be every single day, maybe I'll get sick of it. I don't know. But let's end on that note. I think it's good if we think about every day as our birthday. So like, enjoy it to the fullest. Be like, oh, it's my special day. I think if we can have that mindset of every day as our birthday, wouldn't it be really nice? So yeah, so that's why even if later on it's not my birthday, but we can still celebrate it. Okay, so I don't know. So I really hope, all the delayed things that I haven't been able to do, hopefully we can celebrate them all later. Okay. All right. Kiyosanika says, Chrissy, we should end this on a positive note, then proceeds to say, I don't know. Oh, wait, I can't see your full comments. Okay, hold on. So I'm so silly. You're probably, yeah. Then proceeds to say, we don't know when. That's right. Okay, so anyways, I think now is a good time. I need to end this live now. Okay, so just thank you, everyone. Thanks, everyone. And I'll see you guys, I don't know when. All right, but just once I'm feeling better and I finish all the stuff that I need to finish, I'll hopefully see you guys again soon. And we'll see about my secret YouTube channel. I don't know. Anyways, okay, let's end right there. All right. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day. On my birthday, I hope you guys also have a good day. All right. It's not only me, like all you guys. Have a good day on my birthday too. Okay. Okay. Until next time, everyone. Bye, guys. Oh, Sylvia! Oh my gosh! Okay, so, right before I end, okay, Sylvia says, "Hey, Chrissy, just dropping by to say hi and wishing you a happy birthday. It's been a year. It's been years. I know. It's been a year since I last saw her in Singapore. I know, Sylvia. I just saw your comment. Okay. But now I'm really going. Okay, so anyways, I forgot that I have an outro as well. So anyways, as always, be safe, be careful, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Yeah. I can't remember. Okay, I'm tired. Okay, we gotta go. Thanks, everyone. Have a good day on my birthday too. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye, everyone.